Hey friends, this is Waylon Lewis, and it's been a week since I last came on. I don't do that many videos or podcasts anymore, but now is a time when we more than ever need to come together, need to create community. Some of us don't love being around people. Some of us do love being around people. It can be particularly challenging for those of us who do need people, do need community. For those who crave isolation or crave being by themselves, in many ways, this can be a delight. And then we have entire industries, and industry is such a cold term. We have entire huge communities who are out of work, who can't pay their rent, who can't pay their mortgage, who aren't sure where to, you know, be able to pay for their food right now. So on Elephant, we have articles from, let's say, busy, empowered women, mothers who finally, for one moment, have some peace in their lives, have some family, have some downtime, have some, their challenges, hobbies, crafts, their challenges. How can we engage in this time meaningfully? How can we deal with the boredom? How can I deal with having my children around, whether I'm the father or the mother? How can I engage them in learning? So some people have these challenges, and those challenges are real, and I don't think we need to look down on them or hate them. A lot of people are calling them privilege. Sure, they're privileged. Everyone has different degrees of privilege, which includes some people have very little privilege, and right now there is some real pain. And so that is real too. Right now there is some real distress. And this is when, I'm a liberal. I have a photo of FDR on my wall. This is when we believe in government. Government has to show up. Collective action. Government by, for, and of the people isn't this government, it's community. And we have to help out the restaurant workers, the dishwashers, the baristas, the hotel workers, the bus boys, the bellhops. Entire industries, entire communities are freaking out, and we at Elephant have been sharing that constantly and trying to share ideas and network for how to help. And then again, on the other hand, we have children going crazy because of lack of activity or social whatever. We have people who are so busy working 80 hours a week, working on the habit trail of capitalism, and suddenly they have this weird pause. So both of these and all other permutations are completely valid. So, I guess I'm speaking to the notion of and. So I read a beautiful post this morning titled and it was saying, look, some people are going through this, and that's good to acknowledge and realize. And some people are going through this. They don't know how to pay their rent. They don't know how to get food. And that's important to acknowledge. We don't need to pretend one isn't happening. We can all come together wherever we're at. And that's where kindness, that's where helping one another out, that's where pitching in matters. I'm in two local groups here in Boulder. Yeah, all of you, if you want to say where in the world you're from, it's always cool to see Creative Warrior from from Norway. It's always super important to see how we can help out if we are in a position of any kind of privilege. So that doesn't make us better. It can't be patronizing. It needs to be, we're all equal. And look, I happen to have, 8 loaves of bread. You have 0. Here's some bread. So like in the community groups I'm in Boulder, people are figuring out how to pay. We're getting lists of families who need help with meals, and we're helping out, and it's so inspiring and heartbreaking. Trungpa Rinpoche, the Buddhist teacher, said the ideal human emotion is a sense of brokenheartedness and smiling at the same time. So we don't drown in the brokenheartedness, and we don't avoid spiritually bypass any suffering with our smile. So it's not all positivity, and it's not all heartbreak. It's both. And what do we get when rain and sunshine come together, right? You get a rainbow. So we need both. It's not just staying positive or staying strong, is it? is about being open and being soft and being willing to feel other people. So I just want to encourage people to, let's not get into division and hating one group or the other, or ignoring one group or the other. We have to all come together. As that wonderful restaurateur in Washington, D.C. said, this is all together. This is our moment all together. And I blogged about that, Jose. It's beautiful. Senegal, Africa, Brazil, welcome. Nova Scotia, or Clare, New Jersey, Guatemala, Salem, Oregon. It's lovely to see. So this is a moment when we don't need to invest further in hate and division, no matter how we're encouraged to do that by some, and no matter the nasty comments we see online. If we have a different perspective than someone, even if they are being hateful, we don't need to engage in division. We can engage in kindness. So look, as Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers and also try to be a help. How can you help today? And if you're not in a position to help, the most kind and wonderful and generous thing you can do is say, I need help. Just reach out. And right now, the best of America, the best of this world, South Africa, Bogota, Colombia, the best of this world is looking to help those who can. And if you can't help, reach out. Serbia, reach out. South Windsor, Connecticut, reach out and be willing to say, I need help. Can you help? And this is our moment to create so much love, such a strong bond of love and support, because people are really in urgent situations. So that's all I got for you. I don't want us to invest in further division and further hate. That's not going to help. India, Tunisia, Austria, this is beautiful. So if we create love, and love is true strength, if we make it so strong, right? Start looking at Instagram and Facebook. If we create a bond of love, like in Le Petit Prince, they talk about friendship being a bond together. If we create a bond so strong, we can overcome any of this hate, any of this division that we're seeing. Certain political leaders all over the world. We're seeing the rise of nationalist, hateful leaders who love to hate other, who love to hate weaker, who love to hate, brown people. We need to all come together, black, brown, white, all of us. And, fundamentally, we're all fundamentally good, and we just need a big, old, social distanced, 6-foot group hug. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to do more videos if we want them, and they're all going to be the same theme, which is simply let's come together and create blessed community. So big love, Netherlands. In terms of organizations to support, I'm doing an ongoing blog. If an editor is on, they can put that link in. But I'm doing an ongoing blog. Every day it gets updated on elephantjournal.com. And every single day. And it's at the top of elephantjournal.com. It has a different title every day. But if you go to my author account, you can read that. But I encourage you to read other authors at Elephant. And Elephant, remember, is independent media. We're not corporate media. We're not MSM. But we're also loyal to truth. We're not conspiracy-addled YouTube BS. We are here to serve you more now than ever. So go to elephantjournal.com. If so, I have a list of things you can support. And big love to all of you. Let's really try to help one another out, because if you're in the restaurant industry, the hotel industry, food service, so many industries, it's a very, very, very scary time for anyone who has children or who has a mortgage or rent or all of those. All right.